This is a message to the people of Lebanon. Lebanon was once known for its tolerance, for its beauty. Today, it's a place of chaos, a place of war. You have an opportunity to save Lebanon before it falls into the abyss of a long war that will lead to destruction and suffering like we see in Gaza.
That's the warning from Benjamin Netanyahu. He says the people of Lebanon have a choice: either remove the Hezbollah from power or suffer the same fate as Gaza.
You have an opportunity to save Lebanon before it falls into the abyss of a long war that will lead to destruction and suffering like we see in Gaza.
Netanyahu couldn't have been more direct. He has every intention to keep fighting in Lebanon. He's deploying more soldiers and more resources into this war. Thousands of Israeli soldiers are fighting inside Lebanon. They're capturing Lebanese territory. The IDF has captured a village in southern Lebanon. It's a village called Maroun al-Ras. Look at these images. These are IDF soldiers raising the Israeli flag in Maroun al-Ras. And why have they targeted this particular village? Israel says Hezbollah had bases there. They were used to launch missile attacks, and now those bases have been destroyed. That's what the IDF is saying. It is also intensifying airstrikes on the Lebanese capital of Beirut. So what's the goal of these attacks? What is Israel after? The Hezbollah leadership, that's what they're after. Israel claims to have taken out 50 members of the group, including at least 6 commanders. Netanyahu says Israel has, and I'm quoting, degraded the Hezbollah.
Raided Hezbollah's capabilities. We took out thousands of terrorists, including Nasrallah himself, and Nasrallah's replacement, and the replacement of his replacement. Today, Hezbollah is weaker than it's been for many, many years.
Israel is targeting Hezbollah's chain of command, hitting their strongholds in Lebanon and killing their leaders. Netanyahu says they've been successful. The biggest prize was the group's top boss, Syed Hassan Nasrallah. Netanyahu says the IDF has also killed his replacement, Hashem Safiuddin. But a few hours ago, there was a twist. The IDF released a statement. It said it does not know if Safiuddin is dead or alive.
We struck the intelligence compound in Beirut in Al-Dahi neighborhood. This is the command center of the head of intelligence, Abu Abdullah Murtada, and we know that Hashem Safiuddin was with him. The results of these strikes are being checked. Hezbollah is trying to conceal information. We will know and update the public.
Is the Israeli military contesting Netanyahu's statements? The Israeli Prime Minister said that they've killed Safiuddin. The IDF says they're not sure. Netanyahu is yet to respond to this. Irrespective, his forces are going after high-profile leaders of Hezbollah. Yesterday, they said that they'd killed Suhail Hussein Husseini, the head of the Hezbollah headquarters in Beirut. Husseini was an important figure in this group. He played a key role in weapons transfers from Iran. He was also involved in sensitive projects like planning attacks against Israel. Husseini looked after budgeting and logistics for such operations. Israel says that he was killed in an airstrike in Beirut. On the same day, the IDF conducted another operation. This was in Syria. It blew up a building in Damascus, near the Iranian embassy, in the highly fortified neighborhood of Mezeh. This district has many foreign missions. Israel dropped 3 missiles there. It says the target was a high-ranking leader of Hezbollah. It is not clear if they were successful in this attack, but we can tell you that there were civilian casualties. At least 7 civilians have died, including children.
We were sitting safely at home when we heard the sound of a very loud explosion. It was very strong. We did not know its source at first. Then we heard 2 other explosions. There were 3 explosions. My kids were terrified. I calmed them and went out to watch from the balcony. I saw dust all over the area. I looked from the balcony and all I could see was dust.
So Israel is escalating its fight against Hezbollah. It is taking this conflict beyond its immediate borders. And the other side is responding in kind. Yesterday, they fired at least 180 projectiles into Israel. Today, they targeted the port city of Haifa again. At least 12 people were injured there. Plus, there were several explosions in northern Israel and intensifying clashes at the border. Hezbollah is exchanging fire with the Israeli military. They're using rocket-propelled weapons in an attempt to repel the Israeli advances. So the next few days will be crucial. Israel's defense minister was supposed to be in Washington today to meet his American counterpart and to discuss Israel's plans to attack Iran. But the trip was called off at the last minute. Apparently, there are disagreements over the plan. The US wants Israel to break this cycle of violence to avoid triggering a wider regional war. But Netanyahu has made his position clear. He will not slow down, neither against Hezbollah nor against Iran. Later tonight, Netanyahu will speak to US President Joe Biden. Safe to say, it won't be a pleasant conversation.
Firstpost decodes the US election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained, every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.